So, Luck is the first animated feature film you're a part of. First off, can you tell me what drew you to this project?
Yes, I loved the breakdown of Sam's character. I thought it was really interesting to have a character that is unlucky and you follow her story. And I'd never heard of that before. So that really drew me in. And also the team that is that has created this film, they're all legends and you want to work with people who you admire. So that really drew me in and I wanted to be a part of the movie because of those two things.
Did you have any experience in voice acting prior to this, or was it like entirely new for you?
Well, completely new for me, but I am an actor and I use my voice. So it couldn't be that different. It definitely was a learning experience, but I'm grateful that I had my background to kind of give me a lot of support.
Yeah, that's great. So, your character, Sam, experiences a ton of bad luck throughout the movie. In your mind, what allows her to keep persevering in spite of her doubts?
I think that it's just a special part of her. She knows that bad things are going to happen or unlucky things are going to happen to her, and they do one after the other. So I think in order just to make it in life and to just get the job done and get the day done, she just has to knowing, okay, let's keep going, let's keep going. She also I feel, is putting on that facade a lot, strong because she also is so generous and giving to the life. Um, so there has to be an overflow of optimism that she can give to people like Hazel and then people like Bob.
Yeah, and I like how the film touches on Sam and her younger friend Hazel's experience in the foster care system. What do you think is the
Yes.
importance of including something like that that is a reality for so many people?
I was gonna say, yeah, it's important for people to see real life when they're watching movies. It's what makes people feel seen. And a lot of the time, you see the lead character that comes from a great upbringing. They have a family, they have a mom and dad. A lot of people aren't. A lot of people grow up and they don't have parents, or they have one parent, or they have a difficult childhood. And we have to be aware and have empathy for people who don't have the same experiences as that we had, if we had good ones. So we just have to realize that everyone is so different from each other, but doesn't mean that there should be distance between that. We should really do our best to have empathy for everybody. Um, but yeah, it was sad to see that list of all the houses and homes that Sam had been moving from. And I hope that by seeing that, people remember, like, think of the harsh reality that there are a lot of children in America that are part of a broken foster care system, and maybe they feel inspired to do something about that.
Yeah, definitely. And for you, what's the significance of having that bond between Sam and Hazel as one of the film's central story points?
Well, as an older sister for two beautiful younger siblings, um, there's that kind of lioness quality of seeing someone you love so much and wanting to do everything you can to not only protect them but be there for them and support them and love them. And I think we all have that person in our life that we are like that with, and we're like that to somebody else. There's somebody like my mom is like that with me. And so it's important. It goes back to kind of the forever family kind of theme of wanting to have people in your life, whether that be your actual family or the people that you place in your life that love you and you love them. That's such a special and essential bond for humans. We have to have those people in our life.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I also love Sam's dynamic with Bob. So, what
Yeah.
does he bring out of her? What lessons does he teach her throughout the film?
I think he teaches her. That's such a good question because it almost feels like she teaches him so much in the movie. Uh, but I think I don't want to give anything away, so maybe I shouldn't answer like that. I think they teach each other that they need more than they think they do. And that's each other. That's the relationship.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to sum it up. So, another question I had, I'm interested, would you live in a world without bad luck if you could?
No, because then you wouldn't have good luck. You can't have good without the bad and the bad without the good. And if all good things happen all the time, honestly, that'd be a boring life. It'd be like, okay, well, because you can't have hope for something if you have everything, you know, or if you
Right.
feel everything that's good. So I'd want to live in a world where there's no mean, no, that's not true. There has to be some mean people so that you can like, um, I don't know. I think I like the world that I'm living in, even though it's really stressful.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Yeah.
Um, so obviously you play Sam, and I'm sure you can connect with her a lot. But which other character in Luck did resonated with you the most?
Oh Lord. Jeff. I love Jeff. I think he's so funny. I also love Bob is very me if I'm hungry, like very hangry and very like, like that's not even a good description of Bob, but I see a lot of myself in Bob as well. Just he doesn't sometimes he's not honest with what he actually feels, and I think it's a front to protect himself, and we all do that sometimes.
Yeah, it's definitely relatable. So finally, this film teaches so many valuable lessons about life. I'm curious, what's your main takeaway from either the film as a whole or Sam's journey in particular?
Great question. That communities are very important. It's important to be seen and heard and loved and accepted. Um, I think it's also a good reminder just to like love the people in your life a little bit more, maybe if that's what calls to you. And also, people make mistakes and people have bad things happen to them, but it doesn't mean that you're a bad person.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time today, Eva. Congrats on the film and enjoy the rest of your day.